The city sleeps, but the clock is a liar. The silence is heavy, broken only by the rhythmic hum of a digital ghost. The numbers flip. 2:17 in the morning. It is a moment frozen in the amber of a recurring nightmare waiting for him. Then a sound that shouldn't exist. A dry, rasping breath carries his name across the stillness. Aarav. A voice from nowhere calls. Aarav sits up, his heart hammering against his ribs like a trapped bird. The air in the room has turned unnaturally cold. He looks toward the window. Across the street stands the old house, a carcass of wood and rot that has watched him for years. Tonight, the house is different. For the first time, a dim, flickering light appears in an upper window, beckoning him like a lure. Compelled by a force he cannot name, Aarav steps out into the night. The street is deserted, swallowed by a thick, unnatural mist. The mist clings to his skin like cold, wet silk. Every step toward the house feels like walking deeper into a forgotten memory. He reaches for the handle. The front door groans on its hinges, a slow, tortured sound that echoes through the empty street. Inside, the air tastes of ancient dust and copper. The shadows here don't just sit, they stretch and crawl like reaching claws. Broken picture frames litter the floor, their glass shattered like discarded promises. Aarav moves deeper, drawn toward the flickering light above. He stops, footsteps, light as a whisper. They follow his rhythm. When he pauses, they pause. When he breathes, they breathe. He spins around, but the corridor is empty. Only the peeling wallpaper and the smell of rot remain to greet his frantic gaze. He enters a room where an old, grime-covered mirror hangs on the wall. It is the only thing that seems untouched by time. Aarav approaches his reflection, seeking a familiar face in the chaos. But the glass doesn't show him what he expects to see. In the mirror, the reflection changes. Pale Aarav appears, his skin the color of ash, his eyes hollow pits of absolute darkness. The reflection smiles. It is a slow, sickening movement that stretches the skin too far. A smile that knows the end of the story. Aarav stumbles back, his heart stopping. Then, the whisper returns, directly in his ear, closer than his own heartbeat. You never left. Memories hit him like a physical blow. A flood of images, sharp and jagged, tearing through the veil of his denial. He sees himself as a child, playing in these very halls. He sees the door locked from the outside, the key turning with finality. He remembers the cold, the hunger, the way the darkness slowly became his only friend until the world outside faded into gray. The truth is a cold blade in his chest. Aarav looks at his own hands and realizes they are semi-transparent, fading into the gloom. He is not a visitor. He is not a witness. He is the very haunting he has feared all his life. The digital clock strikes 2:17 again. The reality around him glitches, the walls shivering like a disturbed reflection in a pond. The loop resets. The house breathes out a sigh of satisfaction as it prepares for its next guest to arrive. In a different room, in a different house, another child wakes to a whisper. The cycle of the abandoned house begins anew. And there, in the window of the rotting mansion, Aarav stands, a silhouette of sorrow, waiting to welcome the new soul. He is a part of the house now, the guardian of the loop, the ghost that whispers in the dead of night. Don't look too closely at the shadows in your own home. You might find a mirror that doesn't reflect you. The clock is ticking. 2:16, 2:17. The time is always right for a story that never ends. Beware the whispers. They aren't just in your head. They are the voices of those who arrived before you. The house is hungry, and its table is always set. You're next to join the feast of the forgotten, if you felt the chill. Hit like and subscribe for more tales from the loop. Sweet dreams if you can find them.